Hey there, folks, and welcome back to another market update episode. My name's Lucas Martin. I'm our business development manager, and this is a new segment where I pick the minds of our industry experts here at ARC Advisory Group. We'll learn about the scope of their research, growth inhibiting factors, growth drivers, get a better idea about the competitive landscape, and also any interesting facts they might have picked up along the way. Stick around to stay up to date with everything ARC. Hey there, folks, and welcome back to another market update episode. Today, I'm joined by one of our senior analysts, Steve Banker. He's been running our supply chain team and coverage for quite some time, so really appreciate the time today, Steve. He recently completed a market research report on multi-enterprise supply chain collaboration networks, and we wanted to spend some time sharing a little bit more about the research with the audience. Steve, can you give these folks just an idea about the overall scope of this research project?
Yeah, so Lucas, I'll start off by defining it. And multi-enterprise supply chain collaboration networks is a mouthful. So I'll either refer to it as supply chain collaboration networks or maybe just collaboration networks as we go forward. The collaboration takes certain forms and it depends upon a certain technology. The most common collaboration in supply chain collaboration networks would be purchase order collaboration. So I've got a supplier. I'm a manufacturer. I've got a supplier, and I send a notice, and I say, can you make 1,000 of these widgets on the 23rd? My supplier comes back, and he says, no, I can make 800 on the 25th, and I can get you the other 200 the following. Is that okay? And so it's a collaborative effort. They go back and forth. They agree on what is actually going to be sent to them. There's also something called forecast collaboration. So you collaborate on a forecast. You can collaborate on inventory. You can collaborate with carriers on when they will send the trucks. Those are probably the most common types of collaboration. But the other piece of it is, in our study, the architecture that matters is that these need to be solutions built on a public cloud. Public cloud would, as an example, if you're not familiar with it, if you use Google Maps, right? I go into Google Maps and I ask them how to take me to the closest Walmart. The next time I try and go to Walmart, it's right there. It comes right up. They know where my home is. They know how to route me to home. They know where my car is parked, right? You're hitting the exact same cloud. You're hitting the same code base, but now it's your home that's listed in Google Maps, and it's the destinations you commonly go to that matter. A public cloud has several advantages. First of all, it can be implemented much more quickly. And secondly, it kind of eliminates arguments, right? So if I send my thing and I say I want 1,000 delivered on such and such a day, there's no argument. The cloud has this information. Both of us can see what happened. And there can be updates along the way where the cloud knows whether I delivered this on. And the cloud knows if I didn't deliver it on time, what the penalties are. Really interesting application, really interesting technology.
Absolutely, Steve. And thanks for giving the audience kind of a good idea about, how you defined it, but also kind of stepping into some of those benefits associated with, software like this, systems like this. Personally, I've been seeing a lot more media coverage, things on LinkedIn, media coverage about systems and solutions like this. Do you have any reasoning on the back end as to why that might be the case?
Yeah. So during the pandemic, of course, supply chain became a common word for people that had never really used that term before.
Yeah.
And along with it, the words agility and resilience started to be used. So really, this is a great solution for agility. Because I'm collaborating quickly, I'm getting quick notices on exactly, when I can expect my loads. If something comes up, they tell me that something has come up. There's a lot more certainty about, will carriers show up at my door? Will what I've ordered show up at my door? It just makes a manufacturer, as one example, more responsive to what's going on. But resilience is sort of the idea that I can take a punch and I can get up and keep on fighting, right? These solutions can also support resilience. So one of the things that happened during COVID is there was a semiconductor shortage.
Yep.
And it devastated several industries. It cost several industries billions of dollars, right? There's an opportunity here, right? So, example, one of the suppliers in the market is called Coupa. And they're going to introduce forecast collaboration. They already have a purchase order collaboration. But they are also sitting on 6 trillion pieces of data around what companies buy and when they buy them, the commodities they buy,
yep,
what those commodities cost, all sorts of things like this. But the combination of, if you can get to having visibility around 20 to 30% of, the forecasting that's going on between semiconductor suppliers and their customers, you would be able to forecast that there is a looming semiconductor shortage coming. So right now, these solutions are mostly about agility, but around things like forecast collaboration and do you have enough capacity to actually complete this order? Once you get a very specific commodity group to a certain level of what's going on in that industry, resilience becomes a real possibility for these solutions.
Absolutely. And I know, hearing from a number of our asset owners, the technology users in our community, our clients, I heard firsthand a number of stories about issues associated with that backup in the supply chain through COVID, like you had talked about, which was a major issue. So obviously resilience and agility is very key and critical to the supply chain, and solutions like this, it sounds like, are really offering more flexibility around those two key components. So, Steve, I know we're running out of time here, but was there anything else you wanted to share with the audience before we wrap today?
No, I think what I really wanted to focus on is that these are important solutions and the benefits that they offer and why they're getting a lot more attention in the recent past.
Absolutely. Well, on behalf of the audience, I wanted to thank you for the time today, Steve. Just a reminder, folks, we'll have more information in the description below. You can contact us directly through those web pages. Thanks a lot, Steve, and thanks a lot for listening, folks.
Thank you, Lucas.